Hello, this is Coding Gicha for full-stack developers. This time I will cover how to install and manage add-on packages in Vim. Ubuntu can also install Vim packages with apt. However, Vim packages that can be installed with apt are limited, old, and not systematically managed, so I recommend managing Vim packages through GitHub. The vimawesome.com site not only allows you to search for various Vim add-on packages, but also organizes how to install them from representative third-party tools that manage Vim packages. I will look at package managers through Vim Airline, one of the popular packages. Vundle is a third-party package manager that is still widely used, although it has not been actively updated recently. Vundle registers the packages to be used among the packages managed on GitHub in the .vimrc file, and executes tasks such as install, update, and clean provided by Vundle. Vundle has influenced NeoBundle and vim-plug a lot, and as a result, they are all very similar in usage. NeoBundle is currently out of development, so I do not recommend using it. vim-plug is known for its fast package installation because it checks packages asynchronously. However, unless you are installing countless packages at the same time that need to be checked asynchronously, it may not be a big benefit. Installing too many packages can slow down performance and cause conflicts between packages. Pathogen is a third-party package manager that clones packages directly into the runtime path with Git. While other package managers such as Vundle and vim-plug require packages to be registered in the .vimrc file, which creates coupling with the configuration file, Pathogen has the advantage of being able to manage packages without coupling with the configuration file, and thus allowing the entire Vim configuration to be integrated into Git again. Since Vim 8 provides a built-in package manager, third-party package managers are no longer needed. Vim Native Pack manage packages directly into the runtime path with Git in the same way as Pathogen. Vim packages searched on the vimawesome.com site also provide links to the actual managed GitHub sites. You can check the description and settings of Airline. I will copy the GitHub site address of Airline. I will update the apt repository information. You need to have Git installed, as you need to get packages from GitHub with git clone in the runtime path. Third-party package managers also get packages from GitHub, so you need to have Git installed. The Vim configuration directory is .vim. Let's create a .vim directory and move to the .vim directory. In Native Pack, the runtime path is the .vim/pack directory. Vim packages are managed by category under .vim/pack. The category directories are divided into start and opt depending on the package execution time, and the packages are ultimately located under them. The start directory is the directory where packages that should be applied from the moment Vim is executed are located. The opt directory is the directory where packages that are not applied in advance and can be loaded only when needed are located. Let's divide the categories for Vim packages into plugins and schemes. Let's create a plugin/start directory and move to that directory. Let's clone Vim Airline with the git clone command. In the same way, you can clone the repositories of the Vim package with the git clone command. Let's check the installed packages. I will also create a directory for the schemes category and work on it. This time I will create an opt directory. Since the installed scheme package needs to be loaded as a color scheme in the .vimrc file, I will use opt. I will also clone the Vim1 package using the git clone command. Vim 1 is a color scheme that I personally recommend, and it supports both dark and light background. I will check all the installed packages in the tree view. With Vundle and vim-plug, you can only see the installed packages by opening the .vim-rc file, but with the Vim Native Pack, you can check the installed packages at a glance without opening the .vim-rc file. Let's open the .vim-rc file with Vim. Vim Airline has been created at the bottom of the editor. You can configure it to your liking, but since the explanation is long, I will skip it here and explain it in a separate video. Vim Airline also provides a function that displays it in different colors depending on the mode. In normal mode, it is displayed in yellow, but when you switch to command mode, it is displayed in green. When you switch to insert mode, it is displayed in blue. You need to activate the rainbow package to use it. You need to restart Vim to reflect it. Save the change.vim-rc file, exit, and reopen it. Let's display the parentheses as nested. Nested parentheses are displayed in different colors according to the pair. It makes it easy to find the pair of parentheses intuitively. I will also change the color scheme to the newly installed Vim 1 package. Since one scheme supports both dark and light themes, you need to set which theme to use in background. First, I will set dark. The line number of the cursor line is currently set to light gray, but if I change one scheme to light theme, it will look too blurry, so I will comment out the cursor line number setting. I will save and apply the setting right away. Since these are my personal favorite color schemes, you may not have noticed much change because they are color schemes with similar tastes. I personally prefer the cursor line to be displayed only on the content, but the background is extended to the line number. I will remove only the foreground color from the cursor line number setting that was commented out and set it again. I will check how the cursor line number setting is reflected by changing it to the light theme. The theme of the system or terminal emulator should also be light, but here I will comment out only the normal setting set to none so that the background color provided by one scheme is reflected. I will save it and reflect the settings right away. Since the theme of the system or terminal emulator is not set to light, the cursor is in the dark theme style. It looks a bit blurry, but you should take this into account. The light theme is also elegant and beautiful. However, I personally have a prejudice that terminal should be dark theme, so I will reset it to dark. One scheme is also a great package, but if you are only going to use dark theme, the default Hobamax color scheme is sufficient. I will reset it to Hobamax color scheme. I will also apply the original background color of the terminal. I will also revert the cursor line number to the previous setting. Since the Hobamax color scheme that is internally supported since Vim 9 is beautiful enough, I personally prefer not to install a separate external package, but if you have to use Vim 8 or prefer a light style terminal, the Vim 1 package will be of great help. This time I installed Vim packages as a native pack using the git command. Next time I will explain how to manage Vim's other configurations as well as packages with Git. If you manage Vim packages as Git submodules, you can manage Vim configurations in one Git. Thank you for watching.